could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Stuart or Stu. I'm a DIY musician and gig promoter based in Edinburgh. I'm from Aberdeen. And I run Fuzz Gigs, which is what we're here to talk about today. So the story of Fuzz Gigs is I moved to Edinburgh in 2011 for uni. I came down here as a student. So I started playing in bands and then gradually got more involved with the Edinburgh DIY music scene and going to shows and playing shows and everything. And at those shows I made friends. I met lots of lovely like-minded musicians whose music I really liked and everything. But it sounded really good. You know, your vocals were sounding lush in here, by the way. Like, guitar was too, but the vocals were really like filling the room nicely. And I thought to myself, oh, why don't I try and put on a show? That might be quite fun. So I basically got my band and some other pals and bands together to do a show down at Kitching Cafe in Leith, which is a great wee place. And it went really well. And I just thought to myself, well, that was a fun show. I'll just do gigs every so often.
So yeah, can you tell us about the steps involved in organising?
Right, so organising a gig, there's quite a few steps involved, but you have to have a date and you have to have a venue and you have to sort of know who's playing. So sometimes acts will get in touch for a show, other times I'll pick the acts for a show. If an act gets in touch, you then think of acts that go well with them. If I'm organising it, I'll think of a bunch of acts that I think will go quite well together. Between like you and the bands, basically checking like if they're touring, do they need somewhere to stay, what are you going to pay them? Talk about their travel costs, make sure that's all covered. How long's their set going to be? Basically make sure they know the load-in times and everything, and the set times, all that stuff and everything. There's back and forth with the venue. Who's doing the sound? How do things work? When can you load into the venue? All that. So it's liaising with the bands and the venue. I like to get a DIY poster artist to do the posters. So there's basically either I'll put the lineup together and I'll think, okay, this artist is good for that, or sometimes I'll just know, okay, I want this artist to do the poster because I like their art. Once you get the poster, you've then got to put them up around town for sort of physical promotion, and then you got to promote it virtually. So you make a Facebook event and put all the descriptions for the bands in there, and you've also got links to their music and videos, and then you've also got to make a ticket link for folk can buy tickets. So you do all that, and then you and the bands do lots of promotion. So you'll share it on Facebook, Instagram, all the usual stuff. I've also got a mailing list that I like to share the gigs in as well. Then I like make food for the act, so I decide if am I making the food or is a friend of mine going to make the food.
Is it that Stuart's able to get such fine cuisine at his gigs?
He's a nice person, and honestly, just that gets you pretty far. He's got a real sense of community, which I respond to very warmly. And he's done me plenty of favours over the years, so I figure I probably would more.
So there's all that, and then you've just got to, I can't remember if I mentioned set time. So it's essentially you've got to realise with the set time, you've got to make sure you've got a clear running order of things, and make sure everybody knows when they're playing, times to load in and everything, and make sure that the order makes sense and flows. And then you've also got to communicate tech specs, get the tech specs from the artist, pass them onto the sound tech. You basically, once you're sure you, the venue, and all the acts know what time to rock up and everything, that's you sorted for the gig. Okay, so the next gig is March, and that's going to be at St Vincent. It's going to be a spring all-dayer, 2 o'clock, and it's on until about 10:30. There we go, some candles, look at that. What? Some candles, yay! And then the acts that are playing are Adam Stafford, Richard Lambent, Gaze's Ghost, Pally, and then myself. I play solo bass and vocal music on my own as Pop at Midnight. It does start there, but anyways,
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I would just say feel really blessed in playing with great musicians myself and to know lots of great musicians, DIY and punk forever. Also, I'll say to people as well, if anyone's thinking about doing music, just go out and do it. You don't have to be amazing, just go out and play. And I'd say as well, if you want to organise shows, like all you need to do to organise a show is like get a few bands that you like, assemble them together and like book a venue and just go for it, and the rest will come.
Lovely day. Thank you all so much for being here, for being amazing. Thank you for being a lovely audience. It's been really, really lovely. Thank you to all the acts again. I'm so full of love for this. Thank you so much. Cheers.